Hi everyone, this is Cherry Enchantress, and I'm here with another flip through review. So I was going to put a little card showing you the tarot sexual magic that I just used in my daily dust, and I'm in the midst of Sexy Week, and I don't think I ever did a flip through of my deck, or if I did, maybe I deleted it or something happened to it. But I bought it back in 2019, and so this is kind of a re-review, but so it'll be a review of the deck, it will be a flip through, and it will show you some artwork to some embellishments that I made onto the deck. And I think also because I've been working with it for so long that I want to also just tell you what the sexual magic is of each card without going into real detail of every single description. But I think it's fun to kind of at least see the keywords and what the sexual magic is. We'll see how far that goes. Anyway, so it's a Los Scarabeo deck, and it comes in a tuck box. And so now you can see how tuck boxes look after they've been worn for a few years, okay? And so the top hasn't come quite off yet. Hanging in there okay. It's hanging in there okay. The booklet is still hanging in there pretty good too. I just have like little, folds, the usual. But I refer to this booklet quite a bit because, of course, just the front part. I've also reassigned some messages because some of the images can be kind of I feel a little bit violent, so I'm trying to soften that kind of energy and just make it, intense but not violent. Okay, and so I just wanted to show you the backing. And like that one, there's the Fool card, and here's one of my embellishments to kind of add myself into the deck. This is already a fairy that's in this deck as the Justice card, or somebody with wings, which I think is adorable. And I was like, okay, I'm going to make this the cherry fairy, and I sort of tried my best to adjust the face to look a little bit more like mine and color her hair. And so there you go. There's Cherry, Justice, Justice Cherry in the deck, in my deck anyway. If you have a deck, you want to send me your Justice card, I can make you a Justice Cherry. Anyway, so yeah. So let's go ahead and look at all the different cards that we have. And I'll start with the beginning. I am not going to censor this at all. Whatever happens, happens. If it gets demonetized, so be it. I just want you to see every single card. Of all the sexual cards decks, I think this one is actually very beautiful and a little bit romantic, even with some images that might be a little bit striking. In the overall sense, it has a nice energy to it, I think. All right, let's take a look at the major arcana. So we have the Fool. Yeah, I was going to say which each one is. The Fool has a great message, a meaning. It's called it's at the end here. The Fool is the erotic outburst, and the sexual magic is surrendering to love. Isn't that nice? That's so nice. I like it. And then the Magician is courtship. The magic is magic intention. Then the High Priestess is waiting, the magic of formulary. And the Empress is invitation, the magic alphabet. The Emperor is virility and the magic of the stones. Then we have the Hierophant, which is support and the the magnetic powder. Pumpkin wants to get in on this. What else, Pumpkin? What else? Here, you help me read it. Okay. And so the Lover's cards is one of those choice looking cards, but it's called Seduction, and it's the red magic of the plants. And we have the Chariot, which is conquest, the scepter of command. I like this one. It comes out as the sneak attack. So anyway, I do use these in private readings a lot, and especially the one called Twin Flame First, where I talk about your first kiss, your first date, your first kiss, and your first union, sexual union. All right, and then we have Justice, which is meeting, the sword of power. And the Hermit, refusal. Yes, okay. That doesn't have any magic at all. It's refusal. And the Wheel, which is change, the seduction of the mirror. This one's really interesting too, because I see it as mirroring each other, and also being happy with your image. And then we have strength, and this is dominion, the magic of contact. And the Hanged Man, it's one of my favorite drawings, and also I like bondage. This is sacrifice, and the word is bonding. The magic is bonding, not necessarily bondage. Here's another one that I altered because, I don't know, sort of a skeleton looking lady, and although that makes sense for death, it was, I don't know, her face wasn't, I just wanted to make her face prettier. It was kind of hard, and I don't know if I did a very good job. She still looks zombie-esque, so it's good enough to me, you know. And so death meaning abandon, and it's the magic of sublimation of the instinct. Then we have temperance, and temperance is discontent, the filter of love, which seems a little strange for temperance. And a lot of times when the definition doesn't vibe right with me, I'll refer back to the original message and meaning of the tarot card. But yeah, sometimes the booklet can come in handy, their messages. And then we have the Devil. Here's one that I altered a lot. All right, so the Devil is magnetism, and the sexual magic is a liberating orgy. I don't know if liberating orgy is so. Anyway, I gave him a little bit of underwear. Mostly because, I mean, it was kind of strange. He was holding a penis and he had nothing on. And it just, I don't know, it just felt really weird. And so I wanted to give it more the hedonism and vibe that the Devil gives to me sometimes. Like overindulging in sexuality, in food and drink and debauchery and that kind of energy. So that's, you know, the hedonism aspect of the Devil. So I gave him some grapes and gave him a little bit of cover up, and with the orgy behind, I think that's enough message that this is debauchery, you know. So yeah. Then we have the Tower. The Tower also is one that I altered. I gave the woman dark hair, like my own. Like, I wanted to put myself in the scenario, but at the same time, the original female looked a little young or something. It just looked too much, it looked too aggressive to me. And this, I feel like I needed to make it a little bit more like surrender to like a powerful feeling kind of energy. So the Tower represented, the word before was betrayal, and then it's the sexual magic of the doll. And I changed it to the word being powerful, and it can still be the sexual message of the sexual magnet, the sexual magic of the doll, but more like, you know, a deep penetration, a deep connection, an orgasm, like surrendering, explosive, where you fall limp because of the intensity of it. So that's my definition of this card now, whenever that comes up. All right. Then we have the stars. This is attraction and the magic of the union. And the moon, fancy, the love spell, the spell of love, or, you know, being obsessed with. This could also be side note, you know, having certain fetish, breast milk fetish. I don't know. See, sometimes that comes out. And then we have, this one's so beautiful. This is the sun, and the word is fusion, and it's the sexual magic is fascination. And it's also another mirroring type of thing. Happy images. Then we have judgment, which is love at first sight, and the magic of sound. Especially like this one, when people are connected by music, and also, you know, that the awakening, the Archangel Gabriel energy, but also I just like that, the music and the sound aspect of this. And also this can be used, I like to use it for sexual expression, when people make a lot of noise when they're making love. Yes. And then we have 21, the world, and the world is gratification, and it's the sexual magic of intimacy. All right, now let's get into our suits. All right, and here we have wands. To me, I love this, is one of my favorites. This is like the twin flame card of this deck. It's like these, so you have the fire in the background, the fireplace, which to me represents flame, and you have two, and then they're like candles or wax, and the two wax figures melding together make one. So this is called union, and it's the magic of the statues in the fire. So I think that is appropriate for twin flames. Then we have the Two of Wands, which is so cute. This is really great if you're wondering about dating, and you know, it's a date. It's the magic, it's called nearness, and the magic of the sliced bread. It's kind of like that saying, oh, this is better than sliced bread. Then we have the Three of Wands is kissing, and it's the magic of the ribbon tied around your leg. And then we have the Four of Wands, which is playing, the magic of the seven beans. And this is a really fun, joyful one. I like when that one comes out. And then we have the Five of Wands, which I hope never comes out, but Five of Wands is watching, the magic of the jug with the three ribbons. And some of the definitions are just really hard to understand. But they're like little parables or something, and so most of the time I put my own meaning behind it, whatever, you know, spirit guides me to express. Anyway. And then we have the Six of Wands. The Six of Wands is touching, the magic of the hare and the dove. And that's cute. Okay, so the hare and the dove aspect of it is kind of cute. It's about doubts, ending of doubts. I like that one too. So I usually use that definition, the ending of doubts. And then we have the Seven of Wands, which is whispering. And it's the magic of the lizard. And then we have the Eight of Wands, which is savoring. I really like this one too. It just feels like a little secret getaway. This is really good too when I'm trying to determine location of where you will be together. So this comes up a lot in private readings as like maybe just like a private getaway, stepping down into a world. You see how the ladder steps down a little bit. I don't know, something magical about that. It also kind of makes me think of the seawall in Galveston, and then you have to walk downstairs to get to the actual sand and the water. So yeah. Then this one's really nice too. This is the Nine of Wands, and that is caressing. This one, I think I forgot to say, 8 is called savoring, the magic of the swallows. Also, I use that word swallow in certain terms. And then caressing is the magic of the 3 little birds. Okay, and we had that today in our daily dust. And then this one is very exciting when it comes out. The 10 of Wands, which is penetrating, and the magic of the toad. And it's all about kind of rolling about. Well, oh no, this is just plain penetration. There's another one that's rolling about. Okay. And then we have the Knave of Wands, which is abandon. And we had this one too. The magic of the olive branches. This came out in the daily dust. And then this one is so beautiful. Some of the knights don't always have the sweetest messages, but I think the image on this is really pretty. This knight though is called embracing, and this is the magic of the spike of wheat. And then here we have the Queen of Wands, which is undressing, the magic of the entwined rings. Interesting. Okay, so the rings could mean some kind of commitment. It could be sort of a little tease here. And then I don't like the kings so much. They're just kind of weird looking images. But yeah, so the King of Wands is embracing closely, which is a nice message, and the magic of the bracelet. And it's about commitment, so that's a good message. It's just the image is kind of weird. All right, let's see now about our cups, or chalices as it's called. So the Ace of Chalices is another really nice one. Love it when it comes out. It is ecstasy and the magic of the comb and brush, which also lends to the fact that it could be somebody who likes to do, caring actions, grooming, things like that. And yeah, it's this feeling of in love. Then we have the Two of Chalices, which is another nice one. This one is called Involvement, and it's the magic of the scarab, and it's all about tenderness and attraction. So when this card comes out, it's a good way of explaining that the lovemaking is going to be lovemaking, and not just for the sake of it, not just for pleasure, but really a real strong loving connection. It's going to be soft and slow and sweet, that kind of thing. All right, then the Three of Chalices is passion. This one's also nice for other reasons. And especially love the way the woman's drawn. So cute. This is the magic of the egg. The other thing that I love about this one, this is like the morning after. So if a person stays the night and wakes up in the morning, makes you breakfast, something about that makes you feel like this is not just a one-night stand that might last into something else. Then we have the Four of Chalices, which is habit, a magic of the scissors and of the magnet and the coin. This one seems like this one's a little bit indifferent, but I like it because they have clothes on, and you can read it any way you want to, the Four of Cups. But of course, generally it means, not that interested. The Five of Chalices is guilt, the magic of the glowing ember. This one rarely comes out, but it's interesting kind of energy too. It's about letting go of the past. This is one of my favorites, being an artist, and I do this all the time. I draw an image, or this can also be when you manifest or visualize how you see your person, or seeing yourself with your person. So visualization. And the Six of Chalices is memory. It could also be a memory of an ex-love or past love or something like that. The magic of the parchment. Then we have the Seven of Chalices, which is flight of fancy, the magic of the 4 leaves of mint. Oh, and this has to do with perfume and scent. So that could be a sensual element associated with your connection. So we have music references, we have scent, we have sight, sound, things like that. And I like all the sensual aspects that are connected in these cards, in these meanings and messages. Then we have the Eight of Chalices, which is bashfulness, the magic of the bundle of thistle. So this is a little bit of maybe it's self-uncertainty or uncertainty about the other person, but it's kind of like a thumbs up, like this is a good person. So when this card comes out, I'm able to tell readers, yeah, I think you found the right person, or you can trust them. And then you have the Nine of Chalices, Euphoria, the magic of the lantern. The light of the lantern ensures triumph of love. And then the Ten of Chalices, which is attachment, the magic of the chalice. It's talking about continuity, like this person's not going anywhere, that you're going to stay with them for a long time. And that goes fairly well with the regular message of the Ten of Chalices of contentment, bliss, all of that, those good energies, just knowing that the happily ever after energy. This one's kind of cute. The Knave of Chalices. He's definitely got kind of a jealous energy. There's so much emotion going here, and he's a black cat and the ink and feelings, and I like this guy. And so this is the Knave of Chalices, called Jealousy, the magic of the ink. This is a person who's not very good at communicating and just like jumping to conclusions. Okay. Then we have the Knight of Chalices. Is a really beautiful one. This image of this girl kind of reminds me of one of my friends that I follow. She's very beautiful, and she just did a video of her like nude going out into the water. And she's just been on this amazing spiritual journey, and she's just so pure and innocent and really beautiful. And she has the most aqua blue eyes you would ever see. And a while back when we first met, she just followed me, and one day we decided to trade readings for each other. And she gave me one of the sweetest readings ever. She said, I just see pillars of white light behind you, like this, so amazing, this energy of angels or spirit guides or your team, just like these, the way she said pillars of light made me feel so good and protected. And yeah, so she's been on an amazing journey. I'm trying to remember what her call name is, something about nymph of fire. Yeah, anyway, she's neat. All right, and then and so the Knight of Chalices is modesty, the magic of the red candle. Something about modesty within a sexuality that heightens sexuality even more, I think. Then we have the Queen of Chalices, which I like this one a lot. And it's nice because, hey, I'm the Queen of Cups because of being Scorpio, and this is tenderness, the magic of the yellow leaves. It's really being receptive, drawing your love into to your heart chakra. yeah, that's what it is, the heart chakra, right there between your boobs, which is your cleavage, but the same thing. And then the King of Chalices kind of feels protective, still seems subservient and submissive, but if that works for some people, then that's fine. It's just, I don't know, not for everybody. So the king is called Satisfaction, and this is the magic of the spiced tea. But it's a harmonious relationship that needs to be fueled by, spontaneity, surprise, fun things. All right. Now let's go into our last suit. All right, so this is not one. The Ace of Pentacles is... Oh no, the Ace of Swords. Oh, okay, this is not our last suit. This is Ace of Swords. Okay, so the Ace of Swords is pretty exciting too. The Ace of Swords has to do with this, like this role play kind of thing. It's called bonding, which is a good word, but it's the magic of the knotted red rope, and that could represent the red thread and twin flames too. But it definitely looks like bondage. It looks like switching, like, you know, taking turns to me. And so sometimes I just use it to go off into a certain person's kinks, whatever, you know, that kind of thing. And then we have the Two of Swords, which is inviting the magic of the black chicken. This is another great one for representing going on a date or something, you know. It's a lot of empathy, understanding. Feels just very nice. Then we have the Three of Swords, which is pinching, the magic of the fire and salt. So the Three of Swords in most traditional tarot is not too much fun. This one, it's kind of hard to say. Yeah, okay. The image doesn't present the same message, the same idea as the message does. Like, I just like to take this for what it looks like. Like, this woman is enjoying very much listening to his music. And who knows who this girl is? I don't know. Anyway, the message is you must call attention to disagreements and incompatibilities before finding the courage to end a relationship that is now empty. So there, you know, it does refer to the third party, the three-way, but I feel like it's third party. Like, there's somebody that a person may be interested in and somebody that they're not interested in, and the one that is the interest gets the attention, gets the time, gets the music, right? So yeah. Then the Four of Swords is masturbating, the magic of the black pepper. That doesn't look like masturbating, but it's like a mouth fetish is what I usually come up with on this one. And then we have the Five of Swords. Okay, this one's one of my favorites, shaking things up. Now, Five of Swords in regular tarot is, it's not, I don't know, it's like the hollow victory or whatever, but on this one, perfect. Shaking things up, the magic of the purple flowers. It's like overcoming issues, body issues, or anything else, and just, you know, stepping outside comfort zone and take some risks. And then we have the Six of Swords, rolling about. Oh yeah, this is another good one. The magic of the verbena by the brook. So once we get into the swords, then we should really start to get kinky and just let it all out. The other suits are slightly more romantic. And yeah, this is also outside your routine. There is something more. There's something more to the world than just following the rules. Then we have the Seven of Swords, which is tasting the magic of the 7 red tulips. Of course, this doesn't look like anything romantic, so the message here is only the beginning is not enough, but it is a beginning. Not every seed can ripen in a day. This is why you must persevere. So the message behind here is perseverance. If at first you don't succeed, try and try again. If you're not getting the attention, don't, you know, be a nag or be annoying, but, you know, try. Sometimes the message wasn't received the first time. Then you have the Eight of Swords, which is scratching, the magic of the green cloth. All right, so it's about flesh in general, like how you react to the touching the flesh. This one, another favorite image, and look at the black kitty again. Oh, and it was so perfect. I had the black cat roam around the like that was planned, definitely. So the Nine of Swords is rubbing the magic of the black cat. See, and I bless this flip through with the magic of the black cat, so all of you will have this restored harmony into your love life. That's what this means. And it's also, again, try and try again kind of energy here. Like, if you're not currently lucky in love, don't give up hope. There's just at the, everything will fall into place at the right moment. Then we have the Ten of Swords, which is squeezing, and it's the magic of the tears. So even pain can be transformed into power. Don't run from your emotions, but use them to find your true essence of your desires. So that's an interesting concept, perspective. All right, and then we have the Knave of Swords, which is biting. This one I take as, a butt man, an ass man, somebody who likes butts. And it's the magic of the bitter almonds. Okay, now just somebody admiring you. And here's some more S&M for everybody to enjoy. This is the Knight, and it's called Taming, and it's the magic of the frogs. I don't know, this is like, the meaning behind this one is kind of funny. There's like a hunter predator kind of twist to it, and I'm thinking, okay, well, we'll just think, I'll just let whatever spirit tells me. And I'm just, usually what happens when this card comes out is that, there might be some desire for role play or something like that. And then we have the Queen of Swords, and the Queen of Swords is exploring. It's the magic of the black candle. And what is she doing? She's sending the undesired partner away is what she's doing, even at the cost of breaking your own heart. And see, you got a pin cushion here. We didn't have any pin cushions for the Three of Swords, but there you have it. Now this is one that popped out in today's Daily Dust, and it is called Fondling, the magic of the black orchid. Love is made of strength, and true love goes beyond strength, and then there's all kinds of strengths that you can work with. It doesn't have to just deal with muscles. All right, so let's go on to our last suit. And here we have the Ace of Pentacles, which is another twin flame card to me, which is gratification, the magic of the three candles. But it can be for anything. It's just like a complete and gratifying relationship, uniting the mind, the flesh, and the spirit. And that's why I think of twin flames, but it could be a high-level soulmate. It could be a really important connection with somebody, because you're uniting three parts of yourself and not just the sexual energy. Yeah, and this is also the cuddling afterwards. So love is rooted in the intimacy that follows intercourse. So this is about the aftermath. Yeah, that's how I read it. Aftermath. And then here we have another butt man, ass man, and this is called embarrassment, the magic of the verbena. And so it's being embarrassed. Fear of getting involved. And oh, this is my favorite one, I think, in the whole deck. The Three of Pentacles, warmth, the magic of the earthenware pot. And it's just warmth and protection. Oftentimes I read this as the place that you have your first kiss, or that you connect in a very warm and cozy environment. Then we have the Four of Pentacles, which is pleasure, the magic of the fan. Magic, this pleasure is like hot coals. It doesn't flame, yet it burns. That's a good one. And this one is so romantic for a Five of Pentacles. It's the completeness, and this one also came out in the Daily Dust. The magic of the rose and the violin. You cannot give up on transforming the world around you and making it more similar to your ideas. After all, the world is the home of our love. So it's about not giving up and staying focused on your mission and your love mission. And then we have the Six of Pentacles. Six of Pentacles is boredom, okay? And the magic of the cut apple. And it's talking about past loves and future loves and it's more important not to think about the past or the future, but be in the now, in the present. So she's being in the now and enjoying her apples. All right. And then the Seven of Pentacles is tiredness. This is another aftermath kind of image too. To me, like, or having just like so much sex, you like exhaust yourself. And this is the magic of the 7 knots. So it's about giving energy to each other, but it's also like, don't, you know, not wearing each other out. But you know what? I just feel like, sure, go ahead, wear yourselves out. And the 8 of Pentacles looks a little cold because her face, you know, she's a little, but I think it's very romantic. I like this one too because it's another morning after. This is, it's called indifference, but I don't call it indifference. I call it interest and focus. And it's the magic of the cup of coffee. Now, to me, coffee, there's nothing indifferent about coffee. And it's talking about affection and gentle and tender approach, and speaking honest feelings. So I think there could be just like, maybe there's a little bit more effort on one person than the other, but the fact is they're spent the night and they woke up and had coffee together. So to me it says that there is a future here, that there is possibilities, and they're warming up to the idea. And I just like the magic of coffee. It's just, to me, it's pretty nice. And he's got a rose, like what's not to like? And look, he's one of the cutest ones in the whole deck. So I like that one. Don't play games, don't be indifferent, you know you like them. Okay, now this one's just crazy. This one makes me think of that guy in the Charlie's Angels movie. Like a fetish where you like hair or something like that, and you carry a locket of their hair around. This is Dominion, the magic of the lock of hair. Wild and powerful loves in which two people nourish each other. So she looks plenty happy. I mean, this, as long as it's a mutual thing, it's, you know what? I'm not judging. I don't judge. Okay. And then we have the 10 of Pentacles. This is desire and the magic of the mirror. So more mirroring, more looking at each other, with each other. And I also see this oftentimes as selfies, taking pictures of each other together, and taking pictures of yourself and sharing them with your person, like online. That kind of comes out a lot. And so, yeah. And then we have the Knave of Pentacles, which is arousal and the magic of the wine goblet. So a lot of times this is like having a drink to warm up, to get comfortable, to ease the little insecurities, or yeah, just to feel a little more comfortable. And then here's a beautiful image. Like, this is one of my favorite images, but it's not the best message. And it's the Knight of Pentacles, and he's like one of the handsomest images in here too. But he's offering a lemon, or yeah, he's offering a green lemon. And the message here is called discontent and the magic of the green lemon. Waiting allows the desired fruit to ripen, while haste makes every chalice bitter. So I think this is a good timing card. You know, when this comes out, it's like the right peach. You know, it's not good to pluck something too soon before it's ready, or to rush something. So anyway, that's nice. And then the Queen of Pentacles is coolness, the magic of the bay leaves. And there will be, you know, serenity and safety to the couple. There's certain things that they have to work out, I guess. She's got to work on her attitude. I'm seriously. I mean, and also I see this as possible foot fetish people as well. And then this is my least favorite of all of them. Like, what is he doing? Is he slapping her? Like, look at his hand up there. So I don't condone any violence at all. And this king, the key word is fear, and it's the magic of the white dove. So Fear increases distance, and pursuing your partner will do no good. Happiness is born of mutual effort to move towards each other. So yeah, if this could be just one of those toxic relationships. If you're involved in this, get away, get out as soon as possible. But I'm going to leave it with a happy card on top. And there you have it. There is the Tarot of Sexual Magic. I hope you liked it, and I will see you around. Okay, trust and pixie dust.